here we are, Max Verstappen in 8th place against 110% AI. Red lights out, and away we go. We get an average start, don't lose any places, don't gain any places. It's good enough for me. We're going to do a mega dive into turn 1, down the inside, a little bit of contact in the rear, won't matter. We get alongside George Russell and Perez. Going down into turn 2, all that matters is staying next to him. We stay next to him, and we're going to have to go flat out turn 3, push him off, not really push him off, but make him back off a little bit, and we get ahead. Up into turn 4, Perez fights off Russell a little bit, won't much matter. He gives me a little bit of a gap, that gap won't much matter. We're ahead, now it is all about focusing on not making mistakes, not running too wide, and not cutting corners. At the end of lap 1, you can see we have a pretty decent gap to 5th place against the Ferraris. Going on to the main straight, no DRS yet. Russell won't be able to get past. Not enough straight line speed from any of the cars behind, even though my setup around this track doesn't have great straight line speed. No DRS, it's pretty difficult to get past. So going down into turn 2 yet again, not close enough. This track is really, really hard to overtake, and it's honestly one of my best tracks, so which is why I'm able to race against 110% AI as I am now. He's really close going into turn 4, in through turn 5, and through the chicane. It's hard to overtake, especially there. And it's back to focusing, not running too wide. I think here I run a little bit wide, just a little bit wide I ran. Doesn't hurt me too much. Head down, keep focused. So end of lap 2, still no DRS. Going into lap 3, still no DRS for this lap until the end of the lap, as it is a double detection point. But even then, Russell still is a little close. He starts thinking about a move a little bit. But with no DRS, it's going to be difficult. Here he goes again, but I'm a little bit aggressive on him. Make him back off. And it's going to be the same thing for turn 3, flat out. All the way up the hill through turn 4. He's going to think about a move here again. Thinks about it, backs out of it. Hard to overtake. I run a little bit wide, which compromises me just a little bit going into turn 5. And he's actually going to try to go for a move down the inside of the chicane, but has to back off of it, because you can't overtake at the chicane unless you're right alongside, and he wasn't. And just because of that little mistake, I pulled up at least a half a second gap on him. But going into the final turns of 12, 13, and 14, the gap is back down to, he's pretty much right behind me, and this time he's going to have DRS to attack. But Sergio Perez is behind him. Maybe we can have a shot with Perez going down the inside. But that straight line speed is way too much. And it's a DRS train, so Perez gets no advantage. Russell's going to go down the inside. I don't force him off, don't push him, don't make any contact, don't run any wide. Get the better exit. He's then going to go for it down the outside. Perez even stuck his nose up there on Russell. Keep it pinned through turn 3. Get the better exit again. And I'm able to maintain. Russell still with that straight line speed advantage going through turn 4. I force him wide, keep it flat through turn 4 with that little lift. Turn 5, he's too far away. I survive another lap into the final lap. It's a short track, it's a short lap, fast lap, very technical. This is all where it's no making mistakes. Just one mistake now, equals losing the race. I go super wide there. That would have been track limits. Probably that would have been 3 ticks on track limits. One more, I would be getting a penalty, but no penalties. Well, there are penalties, but a little less strict. On to the final lap now. Russell's going to have DRS. Perez will have DRS on Russell. You can already see Perez closing in. He's going to try to go for it. Russell has to go defensive. I have to go defensive. Russell around the outside. Too worried about Perez, though. Tries to do a little bit of a switchback. Not enough, though. I get a great exit. Fend it off. Down into turn 2. He's not close enough. His only shot now is up into turn 4. Can he get the run on me? He's tucked in behind. He moves out to try to go for it, and I'm going to do the same thing I did to him last time. Force him off. Not really force him off, but keep it pinned. Make him back off through turn 5. Don't go too wide. Don't hit those sausage curbs. And we're through into the chicane. All about not making a mistake now, as it is the final lap through the most technical part of the circuit. Don't dip a tire off too far onto the curbs. Don't hit the curbs. Don't go too deep. Hit the brakes. Perez sends it up the inside of Russell. That is the saving grace. They back way too far off with the battle. Through turn 13, got the final chicane of 14. Not the chicane, the hairpin of 14. And across the line to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. Do a little bit of drifting against 110% AI. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed.